Voice of Unions War Hard here, finally bringing you the updated version for Perpetual DDD to make it, good enough to compete against. Probably not even good enough. Like, I think this is on par with the meta, but pretty much. I think I've beaten meta decks with this shit more times than I've lost, and they end up scooping unless they get like a really shitty, crappy hand. But basically, I added more support to make this guy easier to to summon, because Grinder Golem gives you 2 Fiend tokens, and that's just enough to satisfy his requirements. So why would you not do that? And DDDs don't really need the normal summon, which is why I'm not running the normal DDs I run, like Night Howl and stuff like that. But pretty much this deck, I'm explaining all the choices because a lot of people like to hear me explain things because they don't they can't just look at a deck and see, how every card is supposed to work like most Yu-Gi-Oh players. Not everybody can do that. So I'm gonna explain every single thing. I don't mind. I get a lot of satisfaction out letting people know just how to give somebody the D. So first, normal Necro Slime. Necro Slime is always gonna stay in the deck. It make easy fusion for the hand, and when you send him in Ragnarok or any Ghost to the graveyard, you can get Perpetual King Archfiend's effect to either special summon them with the help of that 6, which makes his die roll like pretty much this card was made for this card. Konami pretty much intended us to use this, but not many people know about that 6. Hell, I didn't even know until like a couple months back, and I started experimenting with it. It's pretty much made for this card because his best effects are the 1 and the 6. So pretty much this card alters the dice roll to be either one of those, and you can choose to do it. You don't have to activate this effect. You can just use, if you're trying to recycle and put it back in your deck, you can just defer from the effect and not even use it. But it's nasty versions with this one. I'm only going to show you this one in today's video because it's going to be real long. You know how the Yu-Gi-Oh videos are. But this is, I'm fiending to give you the D, or you fiending for the D. So, trade in for draw support so you can get pretty much Temple of Kings and that 6 on your first turn. That's where you want to see these cards on your first turn, so you can play Temple of Kings. You can activate any track card on the turn you set it, so you can activate that 6 for Perpetual King Archfiend before you start, before you summon your Grinder Golem and go into him and fuse with Necro Slime and Ragnarok. And also you can activate Archfiend's Call to discard, ghosts, and he'll, maybe they in the graveyard, he can trigger their effect, put one of them back in there, like a Ragnarok, say Ragnarok in the graveyard, trigger ghost, send the Ragnarok to the graveyard, activate Perpetual Archfiend's effect, get a 6 pretty much, because it's pretty much guaranteed unless you get a 1, which that's not even bad either because you add it to your hand. You can special summon the Ragnarok free. So trade in to diss them and then get Perpetual Archfiend's effect. You have Allure of Darkness to remove him from play to get your Necro Slimes back out there, remove play pile, and just more drawing. Advanced draw just to throw them to the graveyard just in case to get his effect still. Like, you still get his effect off this, and you draw 2 cards, so that's good. You get card advance to see what you got, so before you activate one of these cards or something like that, you know what you're drawing, so you can kind of alter the roll, the chance of seeing these cards on your first turn. And then you have Owner Seal to take back the Grinder Golem or Lava Golem that you gave him, which both of these can be special summoned the same turn because you just lose your normal summon. You don't lose a special summon. So give them both of them, take them back, and then overlay them for any level 8 generic XYZ, Lancelot, Hopebringer. Well, you can't use the DD monsters, but pretty much Lancelot, Hopebringer, give me Puppet Grinder, whatever level 8 XYZ you like. So that's pretty much a quick explanation of the deck. Getting tripped up on my words. It's pretty much a quick explanation of the deck. Don't really run a lot of DDD monsters that are not, special summon oriented, like Kepler. I don't run him because you have to, pretty much use his effect, because if you normal summon him, you're not getting, you're not gonna be able to use your Grinder Golem and your Lava Golem. And I don't run, what's my boy name? My favorite DD tuner, Night Howl, because you have to normal summon to get his effect. And Lamia, I don't run her either because if she's removed from play, it's pretty much fucks me because I can't bring out any more of my synchros, which is why I don't run her. So pretty much this is the deck profile. Let's go ahead and get into some replays. Now that I explain to you how to use the deck, just in case it's your first time seeing the deck, and test it out for yourself. I don't have to talk it up. I know it's fucking good. I've been playing with it. I've been beating meta like trick stars and stuff like that. So the deck definitely has some potential, and if people start taking this tournaments and whooping your ass with it, don't say I didn't show you it. But let's go into the first replay. I believe this one is against Evoke Shadows, and I got one against Trick Stars, and I had one against Spirals too. I love Lava Golem. They think they can just sit on their sleeper and just negate you and think they all good. Or they little sleeper, they little Tri-Gate Wizard, throw them bitch to the graveyard, scoop. And I do have a replay on it. I don't know if I have it lined up to show you guys, but I do have that replay. Whew, it feels so good looking at it. So this is the Evoke Shadows. They know that normal Alistair bullshit. You can throw Alistair in this deck too, because the fusion is a level 8. Overlay them motherfuckers or whatever, and you don't really need Alistair effect. Doesn't he do it when he's normal, when he special something? I don't really know. I don't really use invokes like that, but I'm pretty sure you can use a little level 8 invoke monster, and he's pretty good too. He has high defense points, which he attacks in defense mode, and he pretty much says the opponent cannot attack, or can attack multiple times. So he's pretty good, and he can kind of stop them from wiping out your board quick, and you have to deal with him first. So Doom King, his effect goes off. That 6 in full effect. I get it 2 times. So I get my Lava Golem back. I get my High Flame King Genghis back. I wish I could do it 2 times, but that's why I put in Giving Puppet Grinder in the side deck, because he can do it 2 times, and I can trigger him and get both my Lava Golem and my Grinder Golem back to go into another XYZ. So Lancelot right here is going to get baited with my own contract that I gave him. I get one of them back though, so I'm not really too mad, but that's the downside of running this guy, to be honest, because you don't get to control his effect, and it'll just bait you, and then he's pretty much useless after that. Once he runs out of XYZ, except his other effect, when he inflicts battle damage, you can just destroy one card on your opponent's field. So that, and as long as he has XYZs displaying him, he can attack directly. So he gets rid of my that 6 because he's scared. This is gonna be fun. He's gonna get rid of that 6. I would have blew the monsters just to deal with Perpetual Archfiend and the Lancelot, but he decided not to do that. So I don't know what he was thinking, but whatever. Doom King, of course, would have still been on the field, so he still would have had to deal with him. But I mean, at least he could have got rid of 2 cards, but he was more concerned of that 6, which pretty much demonstrates how powerful that card is with Perpetual King Archfiend. It's just infinite special summons of strong ass monsters, and your opponent is gonna fear that shit. So I get the 2 pops with Ragnarok and what's the name, and Doom King's effect. I get to get my Ragnarok back in my hand for another special summon with Swirl Slime if I decide to do so. But instead, I ditch him for Thomas, and then I make the Hopebringer to stop him from playing the invocation or the perpetual the prediction ritual. So I believe I had this one in hand. Archfiend pretty much became kind of a luck based card at that point because I didn't have that 6. But when that card is on the field, man, um, it just feels so good to play with this deck, because you getting that revival, or refilling your hand and getting your resources back. So now I believe it's pretty much over. He tries to set that little monster that destroys all my monsters, but I'm smart. I know that shit is down there. I use the Lord Darkness to remove my DDD Ghost, get my Swirl Slime back, touch some of my Ragnarok from my hand, get my Genghis back from the graveyard, pop that with my Doom King, and pretty much from the type of game be quit. So that is I'm Fiening against Evoke Shadows, I believe you guys call it. Here's the replay against Trick Stars. You guys just try to deck out for yourself. You still think it's shit? Hey, I don't care, man. I think this shit's fucking beastly. And DDDs with this deck, man, so much fucking fun. Feel like I'm back in the damn synchro era, and I can play with other cards like Lava Golem to kind of control the board and get off some of that stun that DDDs can't handle. But because your opponent want to stop you from playing the game before you even get to play anything. So I get to get rid of those two viable monsters that they trying to stun me with. Now this right here, boy, I got so fucking mad, and I was like, dude, if I don't die by these Trickstar effects, I'm going to pretty much murder this motherfucker, dude. Like I'm taking the D to these, Oh my god, I'm gonna say bitches. I said it anyways. YouTube. Wish I could just say what the fuck I want to say. I can, but no revenue, which I don't get paid for the shit anyway. So I'm taking it to these bitches. I I drop Genghis to the Graveyard. His effect right here is so fucking clutch because I didn't have that 6 on the field, so it was no guarantee that I was gonna be able to do that. But the shit just kept coming and kept coming, and he lucky I didn't have that 6. I'd have been even more confident to go for some more riskier plays. But it just kept coming for me. Another 6. The guy in the match, he started laughing, put an XD glitch, bug card and shit like that. I was like, boy, you finna get fucked. I negate the what's that card to protect myself from the burn damage, so I can start adding stuff to my hand. I'm pretty much near death though. All he had needed was just a little bit more life points, and I was dead. But I had just enough to pop my grinder golem, get him back on the field, I believe. No, okay, get him back in the deck. I believe I go for another monster. Okay, a dad comes out, blows up the Trickstar, blows up the other Trickstar, and I get the monster back to pop another card if I need to, and that's pretty much game. That's done. So this is Unfeeling, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I could show you more replays. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section below. But that is Unfeeling. Let me show you guys the deck again. I have multiple versions of it. It's one with front rows, which is just fucking nasty. People will fucking quit on the first turn. I have multiple replays of that. And it has the DDs in there as well. And then I have one with Dark World. So, got a lot to show you guys with this version of DDDs. And, boy, let me type the man in. I know this isn't about him in this video, but we just got the boy Jet Ogre. So you know the Gokis are about to be more crazy because now we don't have to depend on Mrs. Radiant for our Link 2, and now we can go into Master Ogre even quicker and use Deathmatch to the best of his ability. So this is the DD deck. I gotta say, I don't know. I don't want to say DDs are my favorite archetype because that still belongs to Stardust. Even though I don't really have fun playing Stardust like Synchrons anymore, just because that little Link monster they made for him, Junk Connector. I'm gonna show some replays of him when I did the Synchron deck profile. He is shit. Like I don't really even use him. I like how he looks, but the effect is trash. Kriston is way better, and he just really does not do anything. I mean, he's a walking a cell synchro, but for one synchro monster, and then he's taking up the extra monster zone and not really giving you much value. It's not like he special summons a junk monster for free from the deck. So it's just like unless he gets destroyed by battle, so or by opponent's card effect. So he's just trash, man. But I'm happy to show you off the Goki replays once I'm done showing you guys the DDD and what else I have. I have a new Cyber's what's it too? New Cyber's deck build that does not have it doesn't have grinder golem in it, but if I decide to put him back in there, I will, because I don't give a fuck what this community says about grinder golem, because you guys mix everything in the book anyways and only cry about it because you're losing to it, but you're the one who fucking used it in the first place and started making these broken ass combos. So, as always, take care, Unions.